Do you know the date of the decision?
Yeah, I do. Get it from your city manager.
Well, you're asking me if I know about it. I don't know anything about it.
Okay, so you don't know anything about it. That's a major problem.
I have not seen that decision.
Maybe you want to know about it.
Yeah, well, that's what it sounds like.
I want to know about it. You can't tell me. Do you have a copy for me?
Regional Director, this one is dated May 8th, 2015.
Okay, I have not seen.
Final investigation report and bias of determination.
We have not been provided copies of that.
I'll give you a case number. Regardless of that, everybody at this table knows what has been going on. All right, we were at city council meetings for almost 5 years dealing with two issues: housing authority and the treatment of people of color working for the city of Peekskill.
Right.
This young man and his family and members of the community have been to council meetings. And he did all the training. He was bullied, humiliated. We have audio where he was being written up because one of his supervisors called him and he didn't say, "What do you want?" The city manager, your predecessor, who by the way returns calls, he intervened and said no write-up. We have a pattern of this, and you're sitting here talking about, oh, it's going to be 100 jobs, at least 200 jobs. Any of them for us? Any of them for people that look like me?
Absolutely.
Will you protect their rights?
Absolutely.
You're not doing it now. Why should we believe that?
Well, I don't know what you mean I'm not doing it now, but I'm not here to argue with you. I know what your complaint is. I'm not aware of that decision. I'm not aware that the city even had that case. I thought that case was resolved, quite frankly. But
did you think that also?
I would just ask the city manager to provide us with copies of it. We don't get involved in the day-to-day operations, but certainly we get involved if outside counsel is.
All right, before we get into the day-to-day, again, do you see what's going on in this country, in this world with the Black Lives Matter movement?
Absolutely.
All right, I think that this council, given the fact that the last 5 years in this council dealt with race and racism and calling black people monkeys on forums, what are you going to do to address that and maybe release some of the steam that built up over the years?
The comments on the forums, is that what you're talking about?
I said
member of the
almost 5 years of council. I'm talking about all of it, Mayor.
All right.
I
don't have a big enough paintbrush to give you one answer that covers every single complaint that you have. But I can address them one at a time if I know about them. And
if you know
the complaint about the...
are you the mayor of this city?
Last time I checked.
Yeah, well, you ran, right?
I did run.
And you followed what went on in these council chambers for almost 5 years, right?
Not all the 5 years, but yeah, basically, yeah.
All right. I would suggest that you have a copy of this?
I'm aware of it.
You're aware of it. That means you have a copy, or you don't have a copy?
I'm aware of it.
All right. You want to?
We've been discussing. You know what? Some of the representations that you made tonight are not necessarily accurate.
What do you mean not necessarily? I can read.
Okay.
What do you mean not necessarily? Does it say
Does
it say discrimination by the city?
Okay, if you're not going to let me finish this.
No, well,
you're not
lying.
I'm not lying. I said that's not my understanding.
That's not your understanding, but that's what's written, that the city discriminated and retaliated. Correct?
No, wrong.
It didn't say that.
That is not my understanding.
Okay.
By the way, this is a legal matter.
Yeah, I know. We're not.
Excuse me, I didn't interrupt your sentence. Why are you interrupting mine?
Because you're sitting here telling lies and playing games.
If you want to generate mutual respect, then you have.
How about returning the phone call? That's a good way to start.
Okay, if you want to generate mutual respect, then you have to offer mutual respect.
Don't preach to me. How long have you been in this community? Don't come here and preach to me.
Well,
I came by to see you and left you a very cordial message, which you ignored, and now you're talking about respect?
No, you did not.
Darrell, I think we get the point.
Yeah, we'll see.
Thank you.
Have a good meeting.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Take a motion to adjourn.
Why don't we go on to the second item, the public forum, and we'll meet with council after that.
About the American flag?
Yes. It's,
all right.